Hello, it's Rick.
Hello, Rik.
Hello.
So, Rik, it was quite an amazing game in Netherlands. 4-4, 8 goals. What did people in Eindhoven think about the game?
Yeah, it was a very intense game. Well, one of the most spectacular games of the season, I think. What I think most is that PSV gave away the goals too easy. So when you look at for example, at the fourth goal, when Ibrahim Sangare, he made a clear mistake, and of course Copenhagen was able to punish that, and it was clear that it was a very good team. They were physical, also strong, and what I said, it was also I think from PSV it was also good that they were able every time to equalize again, because I think when you get every time when you concede a goal every time, then in your head something happens. But PSV found some new energy in the second half, and I think that the substitutes were really well in the first game. I think that Ritsu Doan and Eran Zahavi, that they played a very crucial role in the game after the first half. And the first half was really bad from PSV. I think they were sometimes not well organized. They were not really clear good in the game. They thought maybe that it was a little bit easier than it was, because Copenhagen is a really good team. So now, they are warned of PSV is warned that they have to give everything. They have to show everything in Copenhagen to go through and to promote to the next round.
So were people in Netherlands and the PSV team as well surprised by the level of the Copenhagen squad and players, especially with the ball? They created a lot of chances. Were people surprised by that?
Yeah, the trainer not really. So Roger Schmid also already said the day before that Copenhagen is a really good team. That they are in they are in a real good. They had a real good strike, because I think they are now unbeaten for 12 games. So that says at least something. And in Holland, of course, Danish football has not the biggest name. Yeah, but we know also that the Danish league is not. For sure not the worst in Europe, and when you're in front of that league, then you have a good team. So it's not a surprise, I think, that Copenhagen was able to punish PSV for their clear mistakes, because that is of course one of the crucial things when you analyze the game, that PSV themselves they did some things really wrong. When you also look at the second goal. Then Joey Veerman, he gets the ball from behind, and he's not able to control the ball, and his opponent is running away from him and scores the goal. When you see when you look at the third goal that PSV concedes, I think it's a mistake from the goalkeeper that in his territory, he has to come. So those are mistakes that PSV cannot afford in Copenhagen. Otherwise, it will be a really difficult game. This weekend they had, I think they had a difficult away day at Utrecht. So that is one of the top 6, top 7 games in our league, and they won 0-1. But I think it was a much better game with a lot more stability from PSV. So they were able to control the game more. And we have to see what happens in Copenhagen, because what we hear in Holland is that Copenhagen is not a team that is going to press full, or that is going to attack fully. That they maybe also want to control the game in Copenhagen. So we have to see what happens, who takes the initiative, and who doesn't make mistakes, because it's always. And what you saw also on Thursday, when you make clear mistakes, then the opponent and also PSV has players to punish that. That the opponent is able to score goals.
Is it a Dutch thing to play without centre backs? You know where I'm going. Like it was like you had such a great offense, but there was really like some big mistakes in the defense.
So yeah, you have to see things clear. There was a new couple in the defense last week. So one of the players who was in the center, he's normally not a starter. So Olivier Boscagli is normally the starting person. So the player who was now on the pitch, Armando Obispo, had not the rhythm, and Olivier Boscagli was ill, so he will play on Thursday, I think. And yeah, he's a more experienced player already. So yeah, and yeah, I think in ball possession he's also a better player at the moment because he has the rhythm and he played the whole season. So I think that is maybe a game influencer that he returns in the squad.
Did it have the impact that you lacked him last week?
Yeah, well, with Olivier Boscagli, you have the impact is that you have more have more football power from behind.
Okay.
I will not directly say that defending is then directly much better, but you have more options to control the game from behind. So I think he's a real crucial player in the squad of Smit, and I think they will play with They will play with some different names against Copenhagen. So I don't think that Joey Veerman returns in the squad. I think that the way they started the second half, that is. I think that is the way they will approach the game. Also in Denmark.
Do you think we will see a more solid defensively PSV team, or will they have this same style of playing, or will they be more solid defense and focusing on not conceding that many goals?
It's very interesting what you say because we also saw similar games against, for example, Real Sociedad this season that they lost 3-0. PSV sometimes has to, they don't when they don't have to take the initiative, they always take it normally. So it could be that they want more stability. So for me, that's also a question, a big question. What will happen? Because what happened in December against Sociedad, where they did not promote to the next round of the Europa League. They took the initiative and made also some mistakes. Sociedad was able to score then 3 times against PSV. So I would say at that game also a draw would have been sufficient for PSV. So it was not really necessary to take the initiative. And I think in Copenhagen, we have to see what happens. And I think in the game against Utrecht on Sunday, PSV they got some trust after that game because they were able to control much better than against Copenhagen.
And I think most people agreed that PSV were quite big favorites before the first match. Are they still that for you, or do you think it's more equal now, 50-50 maybe, or are PSV still small favorites?
No, it's not. Copenhagen plays at home, so we saw already in that the supporters, the fans of Copenhagen, they were they had a lot of fireworks in the stadium, and we saw already that this will this is a club with passionate fans. So I think we can expect in Denmark a game with a lot of passion from the crowd. Of course, that is not on the pitch. So PSV has to do their work. Copenhagen will do their work, but it's of course a big advantage for Copenhagen that they can play at home and that they have their own fans to support them. And what I saw in Eindhoven, they were really passionate. So I think it is a big advantage. Which will not say, of course, that PSV is not able to win. They have the possibilities to win. They have the players to beat Copenhagen. But I don't think it is. I think it's now like 60-40 for Copenhagen because they play at home.
What was the reaction to the game in Netherlands, like in the media and around the fans?
Well, when you score, to be honest, when you score 4 goals in your home match, and you're not able to, when it's not good enough to get trust for the return, then of course it's not good. So this is also something that happened last year in the Europa League in the last season, and then they beat Olympiacos at home with 4-2. So also they scored 4 goals, but away they lost also their game. They also conceded 4 goals in the away game. So yeah, it is something really. It's a thing that is really returning, that PSV concedes too many goals in every competition. It's also in our Dutch league, the Eredivisie. They concede a lot of goals. They conceded more than 30, and their biggest competitor Ajax, they conceded 11. So yeah, that is a big difference. That PSV is not able to produce a lot of clean sheets. And yeah, I think when you can score a lot of goals, but when you concede 4 goals in a home match, yeah, that is of course something. Terrible is a big word, but yeah, it is worry. It has to worry PSV, of course, because. Yeah, you cannot concede 4 goals in a home match. That is in a European game. That is almost incredible. That doesn't happen a lot of times unless it is a real top team from the top 10, top 12 Europe. Then of course these things happen. But yeah, PSV and Copenhagen don't have Cristiano Ronaldo's in top shape or Lionel Messi's in top shape. So it's really remarkable that PSV concedes so many goals, and of course that has some reasons, because the goalkeeper was not in top shape this season. I think the defenders were not always, they didn't always reach their top level. And last week it was also that a player without any rhythm was a starter. So yeah, that is of course something that is not helping. But yeah, the Dutch media, the journalists are really surprised that PSV concedes so many goals. That is something, of course, they have to work on, and they have to prove in Copenhagen that they can survive, and they will have to fight, which they can. They are really PSV can also be a tough opponent. They have the possibility to fight. They have with Gutierrez, Sangare, they have some midfielders who are really capable to fight and to in the game to win the duels, to win the second balls. So they are able to do that. But yeah, of course, Copenhagen made a real good impression in Eindhoven. So I would say they are slightly the favorite now, because what I said, they play at home, and they made a good impression also.
Thank you so much, Rik. It will be a very interesting game in Copenhagen. Thanks for...
Yes, it was a pleasure, and I'm really looking forward. And I wish you good luck with your show.
You too. See you, Rik.
Thank you. Bye-bye. Ciao.
Bye.
Hvem havde de højeste odds på FCK's kampe i februar måned? Det var igen Unibet. Og husk, højere tilbagebetalingsprocent betyder højere odds.